So there's this girl on TikTok named Cooking with Kaya who has gone super viral for her videos where she's cooking these delicious looking meals and twerking throughout the videos. Now, guys love this content, which is part of why she's so viral, and girls hate that guys love this content, which is also part of why she's so viral. It's the positive and the negative attention that she's getting. But I think beyond her content, which, you know, gets very repetitive and you don't really need to watch all the videos to understand the gist. You watch two and you're like, okay, I kind of see what's happening here. More interesting to me is the takes and the conversation around this kind of content and like the broader cultural implications and whatever. I think it's all very interesting. But yeah, I think right off the bat, it's very funny because Cooking with Kaya has fulfilled two of the things that are required in the most primal level for male survival, right? Which is, I guess, sexual interest / reproduction urges and eating, you know, food. And Cooking with Kaya is twerking and she's making food. And this is new and this is different because the entire time that TikTok's been around, it's always just been like twerking. It's only been throwing it back in the WAP challenge. Since 2020, it's been like the same old thirst trap formula. And then Cooking with Kaya is like, what if I thirst trap and make a beautiful medium rare steak garnished with thyme? Like, yeah, you're gonna obviously win. You're just adding more value. It's that simple. But apparently she's the most hated woman online right now. Let's take a look.
Today, guys, we're gonna be talking about the newest controversial character online. She is a young woman who is cooking in her kitchen and twerking while singing Cooking with Kaya, Cooking with Kaya,
Cooking with Kaya, Cooking with Kaya.
And apparently she is the subject of a heated debate and she's also gonna steal your man. Let's talk about it.
So I think what's so funny about girls who don't like this content being so viral is it's because they now have unlocked the same fear that men have had forever of like a rapper stealing their girl and bringing their girl on stage and their girl starts twerking on the rapper, right? Like that sort of fear of their girl getting taken by a guy with, you know, more status and money is basically the same fear that girls have, or the same, I guess, distaste that they have for men enjoying content like this, is because instead of it just being a twerk video, because, you know, most girls can twerk and provide, you know, something to their partner sexually, not all girls can cook. And so basically when girls look at rappers and they go on stage, they're like, wait a second, you know, this is my chance. I can be with Drake. I can swim in an infinity pool. My life can get so much better. It's a similar feeling that a guy gets when he's looking at these beautiful dishes and is thinking, wait a second, can I find a girl that can do this for me? And I'm sure girls don't like that. And it makes sense why they don't like that. It's this like hypergamy that's totally taken over the dating world, and it's kind of going both ways now.
This is just a girl on TikTok who's managed to amass nearly 1 million followers, and all she does is wear sort of revealing outfits. She cooks in her kitchen and she dances around. Now, she is the subject of a heated debate because many are defining Cooking with Kaya as a pick-me who is just a woman after the male gaze.
So my problem with that label is that I think the pick-me label, when it's applied to women, it has to be used properly, because I'm so sick of hearing people mislabeled as pick-me. It's like the most common thing I hear, and it's like never true. So I think a pick-me, I mean, I guess I have no stake in this because I'm not a girl, but just using the words and their definitions properly, I think I can kind of make an argument here. When you're calling someone a pick-me girl, I view it as these girls are intentionally bringing down other women to put themselves more in the spotlight to men that they deem attractive or that they want to be with. And it's frowned upon because, you know, you don't need to put women down in order to bring yourself up. It's not a zero-sum game where one girl wins, the other girl loses, right? You can stand out and you can draw attention to yourself without harassing other women or something like that, right? A good example of this, and I don't remember their names because I would just see these accounts while scrolling, is around the time of Andrew Tate's blow up in 2022, I would see girls on Instagram Reels or TikTok and they would say things like, yeah, I don't think girls should vote, like this dumb shit that they obviously don't believe, just to get like a large male audience and put down other women to make men happy, right? Like that's pick-me behavior. I don't think cooking and twerking in the kitchen makes you a pick-me. Like, yeah, you're doing it for male attention, but you're not putting down women for it. You're doing your own thing, you know? I will say though, it is kind of funny how the pick-me label's being thrown around here just because she's cooking, right? Like, it's not because she's twerking, because all these girls on social media are twerking. No one takes issue with that, right? But the moment you're doing anything remotely traditional, maybe, don't know if that's the right word, but that's when people have a problem. That's the pick-me side. You can get attention from men, from the gooners, but the moment you get guys who want to, have dinner cooked for them, that's fucked up.
She is playing playing into feminine traits and characteristics that she knows men love. She's saying she's going to steal your man, and she's doing it all while cooking, sort of taking on domesticity. So a lot of women are not too happy with Cooking with Kaya, and I think it's because she's playing into a male fantasy, and men are really picking up on it, and they enjoy Cooking with Kaya. In fact,
now, I guess to be completely fair, when you say you're gonna steal someone's man, is that pick me? Yes. It is such an overused phrase that I just don't know if I take it super seriously. I don't know. To me, it's the equivalent of when a guy gets a haircut and then he's posted on a Snapchat story, yo, hide your bitch. Like, am I taking that seriously? Is that guy being like a pick me guy? I don't know.
she has over 5 million views on every single video she's posted on TikTok, and there aren't that many. So before we rush to judgment, we are gonna watch some Cooking with Kaya videos. I gotta admit, the jingle is catchy, and I guess the boobs help the men remember it. Let's watch video number 1.
Steal your man with this dinner I just cooked, bro. Take a good look. Welcome to another video with Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
So this is what she does. To be honest, you can't even hear the recipe with how loud the music is playing.
I'm a real ass bitch, can't fall.
So I'm not sure people are actually getting it for the recipe content. I think it's more about the girl who's dancing with her titties out saying, I'm gonna steal your man with this food I just made, which I imagine is what a lot of men want to hear. You know, you want the woman who's interested in you, who's attracted in you, and you know, the best way to the heart is, I guess, through the stomach. So,
Well, I think it's a good point to say that no one's paying attention to the recipe, because what are guys gonna pay attention to the recipe? They're like, oh, let me recreate this. I want to be like Cooking with Kaya. No, they want their girlfriend to be like Cooking with Kaya. They want their girlfriend to like pay attention to the recipe. But Kaya knows girls aren't watching this content, so why is she gonna make the recipe something that is the focus of the video? I will say though, I mean, some of this shit looks so damn good, I might have to tap in. Like, at the same time, I have such ChatGPT brain rot that I literally just go to ChatGPT and ask it to make me a recipe with ingredients I have. But ChatGPT is genderless, so that changes things, okay? Maybe I'll have to invest in the Kaya stocks.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking.
not the twerk.
Hey y'all, so let's talk about it because I got time today. I just have a couple questions. Number 1, why do y'all be so mad when I do my little dancey dance? Like, does it tickle your feathers? Like, why are you so angry about my video? Number 2, if you're so confident in yourself, why do you take the time to comment a paragraph in my comment section telling me how I cannot steal your man? You must be a little bit intimidated. And it's a joke. Nobody want that man that be cheating on you, be having you crying and throwing up.
Oh.
Some of y'all really be thinking I'm not a girl's girl, but I really am. Like, it's just a catchphrase. I'm just trying to encourage you to get in that kitchen, girl. You're gonna have kids and a husband one day. Get in that kitchen.
All right, so normally I think the argument that someone is insecure because they're responding to an accusation you made is a weak argument, right? Like, I think a fair comparison is like if someone calls you a pedophile and you're like, well, what the hell? Like, I'm not a pedophile. And then you write a paragraph like defending yourself against that serious claim. If people are like, well, bro, why are you getting so defensive? Are you really insecure about not being a pedophile? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a serious claim. Obviously, I'm gonna give you a serious response. What are we doing here? Talking about, am I insecure? Yeah, I don't want to be called a pedo. Like, isn't it really that bad? But in this case, I actually do feel like if you're that worried about Cooking with Kaya finding your boyfriend in the sea of millions of likes that she gets on the post, and then proceeding to not only take him from you, but form a long-term relationship with him, you might be insecure, okay? Or maybe schizo or something, right? It literally just goes back to the rapper thing, right? Like, the joke I made is that it's every man's worst fear. But is it an actual fear that people have while dating? Is it a practical thing that we set boundaries for because we're planning for it because we're insecure about the relationship, we're afraid it's gonna happen? No, that's sort of the point that I'm making. If I woke up every day and looked through my girl's phone to see if Drake had sent her any messages, that would be insecure.
That more feminist narrative that we're seeing these days. And then on the other end of the hatred, she's also being pushed forward by men who really want to hear the message that she's sharing online, whether you like that or not. And she's low-key a marketing genius because she's just leaning into something very simple. She's telling a man, I'm interested in you, I want to cook for you. And instead of doing like these gourmet meals that we're seeing a lot of people on social media sort of push forward in an effort to be more unique, she's saying, I think a man just wants steak and a loaded baked potato. Yep. Yep. And I don't know that men are really sticking around for the recipe content. I'm not sure they're making these meals at home, but I feel like they are starving for a woman who's going to speak to them in this way, even if it's just a fantasy and she's being a pick-me. They're starving, and she ate. And as she leans into the fact that men love her, she is also leaning into the fact that certain types of women hate her. This is a video that she posted, and I'm just gonna read what she wrote on it. It says, when I inspired young pretty girls to learn how to cook, and the ugly ones still mad thinking I want they man.
Okay, so after further consideration, I'm gonna change my pick-me analysis to yes, she is a pick-me, because she is literally doing the thing I said that you have to do to be a pick-me, which is putting women down. So that's literally, she's calling, you know, certain women ugly because of the way they interact with her content. Now, at the end of the day, it is interesting to see the response from people in the comment section who are calling her a pick-me. Because, like, I feel like if I was a girl, I'd see that and be like, damn, I want to spoil my man, actually, you know? Because to translate it over to, like, what it would be for me is, like, I see a video of some guy taking a girl on a date, and he's like, yo, treat your girl right, or someone else will. It's like, okay, you know what? You know, maybe I do splurge on that dinner or something like that, right? Like, that's the positive outcome. Opposed to going to the comments and calling that guy a simp. And then calling this girl a pick-me, I feel like is the simp equivalent for this girl, right? But I guess it could both be true, right? The guy in the video that I described could be a simp, and cooking with Kaya could be a pick-me. I guess it's just all the perspective that you have and the way that you want to take in this content.
And we'll read you some comments just so you can feel the essence of the hatred she's getting online. This one says, they could never make me like you. This just pissed me off so bad. The rent can't be this high. You piss me off so much. And now they're making cartoons of Cooking with Kaya. What every Cooking with Kaya video be like.
1, 2, Kaya's coming for you. Wake up and make your man some breakfast before I do.
Not the whipped cream.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
Now, as I said, she's creating much discourse online for this flash in the pan moment that she's having. You either hate her, love her, or you're indifferent. So let's take a look at some analysis videos where people look into Cooking with Kaya and give their theory as to what's going on.
This is why women hate Cooking with Kaya, this Cooking with Kaya girl. It's because when you have a woman like Cooking with Kaya who is good at cooking, wants to cook for her man, is very outright about it, other women who don't do that, who think that it's not important, they get insecure about it because they realize, oh, my man is busting ass. I don't even cook for him. I don't even do this, that, and the other for him. And another woman can come in and steal him simply because she knows how to cook and will cook for him. It's not about the food. It's not about, it could be the toast ever. Microwave bullshit. It's the gesture alone. Women. So for all you women out there that don't think it's important, I hope a Cooking with Kaya steals your man.
Hey, listen, Lil Peep might be spitting. What can we say? You know, I think there is some truth to it. Like, I get inspiration for the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? Like, I'll see a guy who's flexing on social media and I'm like, damn, I need to get rich. Am I fucking poor? Am I going to be able to afford a lifestyle for not only myself, but a girl that I like? You know, this sort of stuff matters. And, you know, maybe it has to be inspiration to learn how to cook out of the simple fear that you might lose your man. Who knows? But if it's a net positive, it's a net positive, right? If I get richer being afraid that I'm gonna, you know, die poor and not be able to afford a nice house, then okay, I'm still rich. Who cares if it was because I was afraid of dying? And if this girl learns how to cook, then who cares if it was out of fear of her losing her man? She now has a new skill that she didn't previously had. So hey, this SoundCloud rapper looking guy here is spitting truth. What can you do? What can you say? It's so funny. The comments say the rent can't be this high. Yes, it can. Have you seen rent prices right now? The rent can't be this high. Where the fuck do you live? Do you live in like Bumblefuck, Texas, where the rent's 3 cents a month? Rent can obviously be this. Bro, rent's always this high. Rent's getting higher every day. You don't understand what's happening, bro. Listen, the crypto bull run's good. It's not that good. You still gotta cook with Kaya a little bit. You still gotta make that TikTok bread on the side. God damn, bro. The ignorance here. You can tell who lives with their parents and who doesn't. The mom probably cooks for their dad too, mind you. Very interesting. Fuck out of here. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. I'll link the rest of the video if you guys want to see it for yourself. See you later.